So the Pasco City Council is pushing back against Washington's new income tax. They adopted a resolution on Monday opposing state and local personal income taxes. And one of the council members said he wants to go even further by creating a procedural hurdle before any future local income tax could be considered. My colleague Tim Clauser has put up an article about this today on our Center Square Washington page. I encourage you to check that out. But here is part of what they discussed at Monday's Pasco City Council meeting.
We've seen the state of Washington take a kind of left turn in regards to income tax policy, from the capital gains tax to the millionaire's tax. Some of these things are being, they're being, I guess, stayed in the courts. But I think my position on this, and the reason why I brought it up, is I think we should have the ability for the people to have a say. And so by putting in an ordinance, it provides that legal hurdle, procedural hurdle, and it allows the council to discuss along with the community if the city actually wants to do that. I totally understand some of the legal arguments in the presentation or in the staff report talked about, the state law supersedes local law, but at the same time, I think we should be able to speak for ourselves and have our own policy. And so, to me, I just believe it's a safeguard for the community. The benefits of not having a income tax speak for itself. I don't need to speak to that. And I know there's a lot of individuals in our city who would be in favor of that. And so, I would be in favor of this resolution tonight, and also bringing back that ordinance.
And of course, the latest on the fight over the income tax here in the state of Washington has us waiting to find out if the Secretary of State is, in fact, going to certify the initiative that hopes to repeal the income tax. Those signature petitions were turned in last Thursday to the office of Secretary of State Steve Hobbs. And I was told as of Tuesday that they expected to take a total of 2 to 3 weeks from the time of turn in before they would have those certified. Now, with more than 500,000 signatures turned in, and they only needed 309,000 valid voter signatures, it is highly likely, anticipated, of course, that that will in fact be qualified for the November ballot. But keep in mind, that's just the beginning of the big fight between now and November. We have three progressive leaning unions that have pledged about $3 million already for the fight. This comes from the Washington Education Association, that is the state teachers union, the Washington Federation of State Employees, WFSE, and also Service Employees International Union. They have chipped in about $1 million each for the fight to convince people that Washington's new income tax is a good idea. It'll be, again, ultimately up to voters come November, assuming that initiative qualifies for the ballot.